consciousness, and one is states of consciousness. And structures of consciousness are the types of things that we've mostly been talking about, going from archaic to magic to mythic to rational to pluralistic to integral. And those are structures of growing up. Those are structures of adding perspectives, first person, second person, third person, egocentric, ethnocentric, world-centric, and so on. But then there's also states of consciousness. And states of consciousness is what we see operative in contemplative and meditative development. And so the traditions almost uniformly give 4 or 5 natural states of consciousness. So there's the waking state, the dreaming state, the deep, formless sleep state, and then turiya. The word turiya means the 4th state. And it's just the pure witness, ever-present, pure, witnessing, unqualifiable consciousness. And then the 5th, and it's purely empty, purely devoid of qualities or content. And then the 5th is called turiyatita, and it means the emptiness of the union of emptiness with all form. And so it's non-dual, suchness, one taste, unity, and so on. And these are the stages of development that contemplatives go through. Because with human beings, wakefulness, or pure awareness, starts confined to the waking state. And when you go to sleep, you pass out. You're not. And then deep formless sleep, and then turiya. What happens is, in contemplation, wakefulness is trained to penetrate all of these natural states so that you remain conscious as you move from the waking state into the subtle state, into the causal state. And as you remain conscious through these states, you end up disidentifying with them. So there's the whole gross realm, the whole subtle realm, and the whole causal realm. And as you end up pushing your wakefulness through these states, they become object. So this is until you get into pure emptiness, which is a radical disidentification with your body and a complete freedom from being attached to any finite object or thing or event. And so moving through states is a process of waking up. We're moving through structures, a process of growing up. And when people face death, they invariably start moving through these states of consciousness. And they get more and more profound as they get closer and closer to pure spirit, which is turiya and turiyatita. And that sequence can happen at any age, virtually any structure. So you can be at red or amber or orange and go through that state sequence, including children. And children have the advantage of also kind of that freshness of attitude, then waking up, going through these states. And it's very profound stuff comes through that. So that's a really important point. And so if you're working in hospice with kids, I would totally encourage that, and even kind of come up with subtle little exercises or just discussions that would help the kids orient towards that pure witnessing consciousness, because that is what is in them that is eternal. And that's what they start to intuit. That's pure spirit that transcends this body-mind that's about to drop. And so hospice orientation for kids that was aware of that